Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Room. I'll be going over my game plan on two of the markets where I anticipate price action with some longer-term confirmation and trade setup. So looking at the daily on the S&P. 1 second. On the daily, we did have some pullbacks, but look like we're getting a little more downside strength. But we are still in some pullbacks today. We'll see what kind of pullback we get, but I'm still anticipating overall downside movement over the next couple days. Looking at the 240, the blue is still outweighing the green. Did hit an important price level. Could see some weaker pullbacks before another attempt to the short side. I'll be monitoring these higher lows. Looking at the 30-minute chart, put me into our macro house effect. As long as I can stay below my key price level of 28.75, I am looking for lower lows back to 74, down to 19. With strength, I'll look to the bottom of the channel all the way down to 9.75. It's going to take a significant move to get a break back above this price level. And if that's the case, then I will start looking as my confirmation, start looking at long opportunities up to 84.50 on its way back to that 40 price level. It's going to take additional strength to truly see higher highs. Looking at the short-term chart, looking at my executions this morning. Right now, putting me in my macro house effect with the basement holding. Should see rooftop, but if the midpoint holds, looking back short, and I'll get there through trade progression. But that is my key for my morning of trading, is at 11.75. If I could stay below there, looking for movements back to 03.75 down to 95. I want to see some downside strength to break that and put me into the next channel. And I'll look for movements all the way down to 74. Get above my SR1, I'll look for 19.75 up to 27. It will take significant strength to break that price level, then I'll look for higher highs. At this time, my 8-hour look, pretty close to my SRs, looking at just some price action above, so trusting in the SRs for that view. And where I'm at in trade progression, 99.50 up at 08.25, and now we created a higher high. But I'm still looking for a nice deep neckline, a strong move below to truly tell me that I'm going to change trade progression moving short. So moving through, could look for another failed wave for another attempt to the short side. So my trading game plan this morning for myself on the S&P. I'm anticipating price action at this big historic left shoulder up here near 19. Could see that movement all the way to our SR at 19.75, and I'll look for that short opportunity. If I do hold here and get some downside strength, I will look for a nice head and shoulder short, and if I do truly push below, I will be changing my trade progression to the short and then looking for stair step short till the market tells me otherwise. I want to see a strong move through 97.75. As confirmation, I'm moving back to that 74 big picture, and I'll look for, again, short opportunities till the market tells me otherwise. Our SR price levels are established well ahead of time, days, weeks, months ahead of time, giving me the great possibility and probability of where I'm going to see price action based on institutional moves in the market. The lagging algorithms right now, the MAC, just an infinity pattern, and momentum indicators pretty much have a little negative divergence, but mimicking price a bit. So not giving me any information other than what my SRs and trade progression are already giving me. Let's take a look at the NQ this morning and my game plan for today. Looking at the daily chart, getting some stronger moves down and some stair steps at some necklines, just showing that extra strength moving down. But seeing a weaker pullback, we'll see how much of this pullback we get today before another attempt to the short side. Looking at the 240, blue is still outweighing the green, so still seeing downside potential in the market after these weaker pullbacks. Taking a look at the 30-minute confirmation chart for my trading today. Still moving down in big stair steps in the market, putting me in this macro 20 with the rooftop holding, and should see the basement We are coming back to retest that midpoint as long as that midpoint holds, and that is my key at 56. I will look for lower lows. Otherwise, I want to see strength, true strength back above that, and I'll look for higher highs. But as long as I can stay below 56, looking for movements back to 42, down to 27. It'll take some significant strength to break that SR1, and I'll put me into the next macro review, looking for lower lows in the market. I get above my key of 56, I will look for 79 on its way back to 802. It will take significant strength to break that, put me into the next channel, then I will start looking for higher highs. Right now in the bigger picture, still in trade progression short, but in the micro, looking at this 504 area to give me some good information that I am high enough, and I'm going to continue to the short side. If I only have a weak move through here, could attempt one more time back to that SR3, so I'm going to be monitoring that confirmation. Looking at the short-term chart. Had a very strong move down yesterday, had some weaker pullbacks, so still seeing overall downside potential. And that is my key, my SR1 at 540. If I could stay below 540, looking for movements back to 502, back to 63. With strength, I'm going to look to the bottom of the channel at 86. If I do get some momentum above here, I will look for 79 up to 19, and with some significant momentum, I'll look to the top of the channel all the way to 94. For my trading game plan today for myself, on the NQ, just looking for a short opportunity. I did my game planning up here, understanding the lower high, failed wave. So the next short I'm looking for, I gotta see some strength below that SR4, and I'll look for stair steps short. With the momentum building up to the short side, I will be looking for short opportunities till the market tells me otherwise. If I do get holding here at this stair step price level, get some strength to the upside, I want to see the break of that 56, and in that volatility, I'll look for the weak pullback and look for long opportunities till the market tells me otherwise. Again, our indicators. Yes, our price levels are established well ahead of time, days, weeks, months, and the lagging algorithms giving me infinity pattern, pretty much mimicking price on both markets, so not giving me any information other than what my trade progression and SRs are already giving me.